Hey guys, welcome to another yard work video. And while I tell you what is in this video, just enjoy some beautiful scenery from the top of my hill. So I've got a lot going on in this one. We got, I'm planting my garden, doing some weeding, cleaning up some rock paths, we're burning bushes. And by the way, that is beautiful Mount Timpanogos there in the background. I love that mountain. It's beautiful. So anyway, we're going to get right into this with planting my garden. Okay, let's see what we got here. We've got a yellow pepper, sweet pepper, green pepper. That is pumpkins. A Howden pumpkin. I think that's kind of medium size. Serrano peppers. We basically plant to make salsa. And I discovered last year I love these Armenian cucumbers. They're delicious. All of these. Oh, and I love this. This is sun sugar tomatoes. They're just little yellowish orange tomatoes. Garden salsa peppers. I actually don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing it's like a jalapeno. I don't know. This is a tomato. I think that's a husk tomato. I didn't get that. My husband must have. These are always hit or miss. Watermelons. Yeah, we did get jalapenos too. So peppers. There we go. Okay, so my husband's gonna go get some corn, which I think we're gonna do here in the middle. Let me show you what we. Well, actually, let me set this out and then I'll show you what we got going on. Okay, and if you hear a lot of cheering in the background, it's because we live not too far from a sports park, and so there are soccer games going on Saturdays, and that's just all the cheering. So here we've got the sun sugar tomatoes, the husk tomato, Roma, Serrano peppers. I think that's jalapeno. This is that other just random pepper that I don't really know what it is. And then our green and yellow peppers. And then we'll do corn somewhere in here. And then, oh, gotta watch where I'm going. I always forget my words when I'm filming. Watermelons, that's what those are. And then pumpkins. So that's where our sprinklers spray. So we're good with this placement. I always keep the tag with the plant just so I remembers. What am I talking about? So I remember what's what. But I've always wanted to make cute little decorative signs for each of my plants in the area they're planted in, but I don't have time these days to do that. I wish, but one of these days they will each have their own cute little sign. Okay, now past the corn, we gotta build up some mounds right here for the watermelon. I hope these watermelons make it, because as we were leaving the store, after we'd already checked out, my husband, I don't even know how he did it. I think he just bumped the edge of the grocery cart as he was putting the watermelon in the grocery cart, and just it fell upside down. He left a huge mess. We had to clean up in, okay, it wasn't an aisle, it was actually a cashier stand, but I'm sure we could have had it replaced, but I was in such a hurry. I was like, you know what, it's fine, they'll be fine. Lori, what you got there? That's quite a stick. What you gonna do with it? Okay. Just gonna sit there and chew it, huh? I found a new sound that I absolutely love, and you guys will have to let me know if you love it as much as I do, because I may make an entire ASMR video with just pulling weeds. And so for about the next minute, this is just a sampler. You let me know if you like this stuff and if I need to make a longer video of just this. I bet you didn't even think you'd like that as much as you did, right? Because I didn't know I liked that as much as I did until I listened to it on, or after I recorded it, because it doesn't sound quite the same in real life, but it's like one of my new favorite sounds. That is what happened last year and why we had to fix this, because my husband burned these bushes and accidentally burned some of our tubing for the drip lines. So here's a throwback to last fall when he was burning those bushes. So one of the main reasons we decided to burn these bushes was to see if it would cut down on the number of weeds that pop up from the sagebrush or rabbit brush in the springtime, but it didn't seem to make a difference. So I don't know if we'll do that again, but it was still fun to try. I'm sure my husband had fun being a little pyromaniac. Okay, so what am I doing here? Well, I'm clearing out all these rocks because we've had some I can't not think of the word. I even tried to look it up, like sloughing off of the hill. Why can't I think of this word? You guys will probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, some dirt that does not belong there. So I'm just trying to get rid of that bottom layer of dirt, put the rocks back just so it looks a little neater. Sloughing off. What is it, you guys? What's the word? Tell me. And yes, I do know how to use a shovel. The only reason I'm doing this is because there's weed guard right there. So I can't like dig down. I'm just trying to get just a little layer off. Not a ton of dirt, but that's why I'm using the shovel in such a weird way. Also, it's about 80 degrees outside on this day. And holy cow, I don't know why 80 feels like 120 to me now. Just in the last like 4 years, I cannot handle anything over about 70 degrees. I just die, which is why you'll see me spray myself down right here, because I had to keep just misting myself to keep myself cool. And by the way, that's Fahrenheit, as I'm sure you probably know. I think we already talked about this in our crazy American systems of weights and measures and temperatures, and why do we have to be so different? I don't know. I didn't choose it, guys. I really wanted to finish cleaning up this whole area, but I was getting way too hot. So this is all I got to that day, but I do have this quick before and after. It does look a lot better. Okay, now I'm going to give my sagebrush some haircuts, a little summer cut for them. And I ended up very black after this because of all of the burning from last year. A lot of these were very charred and it got all over my arms. I should have taken a picture of it, but I forgot. Oh, and I'm sure if you're in a state that has sagebrush or rabbit brush, you probably are wondering why we kept these in our backyard and not just pulled them out and put in a different plant that might be prettier. But I actually really like the look of them, as long as there's not, you know, it's not the whole entire hill, which it used to be. But we left a few because they're very drought resistant, native plants, and they don't require any water, or like we don't need to run a drip system to them. So super easy to take care of. That's why we left a few up there, just to add a little variety. This tree is blocking our path. So gotta get to there. I'm gonna cut some of these branches. So this is a cottonless cottonwood, and it is a cousin to the quaking aspen. But it's a little bit fuller than a quaking aspen. It looks very similar though. And this one has grown very well on our hill, almost too well. It looks more like a bush than a tree. So we're trying to make it look more like a tree. These steps could definitely use some fixing and some cleaning up, but they're okay for now. Okay, I'm going to show you the garden about a week and a half after we planted it. So that's what this is. Pumpkin, watermelon, watermelon, weed. Our corn is already coming up.
Will you bring those tools down?
Yep. Let me just film our garden and our golden. Hi, lady. That one looks like it needs more water. All right, that's all I've got for you today on this yard series one. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want more of that weed pulling ASMR. So just put it in the comments if you want more of that. And if not, it's totally fine. Just curious to see if anybody's interested in a longer video of that. So thanks guys. See ya.